Hi everybody. Today we will discuss about how to handle the response data from the web server. Suppose assume that this response data is giving the error to me. So for that, how to handle this error into the entire my web application. So earlier we have done based on the global exception handler dot service. But as per now, I don't want the global exception handler service. I wanted to handle that exception from the interceptors. Okay. So how I have to do that? So same code we can copy paste from handler from global exception handler service to here. Okay, and paste here. Here once you copy paste here, handler it's become as a custom method. Okay, this is not part of the error handler. Okay, so let me say the handle error instead of handle exception. Okay, can give like this. So router, so the router is it should be part of this interceptor private router, and so no need of this one, no need of this line. Okay, now that's it. So handle exception. Once you are getting the exception from the response, right? So here, so the best place is it can handle by using the catch error operator. The catch error operator is it's a part of the ArcGIS. So not only catch error operator, you can do by using the observable also. Observable, it's having the error. Error is the one of the parameter. By doing on that also you can do. But as per now, I'm using the catch error because of that is very easy for handling the exception. Okay. So if you wanted to add the catch error, you should be under the pipe. Okay, pipe catch error. Once you add the catch error, it should be imported from the ArcGIS. Okay, catch error, and we know that is a error response. Error response. Okay, here I should return this dot handle exception. This handle exception should contain to the this error response. Okay. Now error response it's contained void. Okay. It should be written. Otherwise, whenever handling the catch error, so the function should be written. Okay, that's it. So here, what is happening? Once we are getting the error response from the web server, in case that response is the HTTP error response. Okay, HTTP error response. Then I am sending that HTTP error response to handle exception. Okay, this let me say this error is a HTTP error response. Okay, now so now this is completed. Now see, okay, let me add one error in the HTTP get request. Okay, we will just for cross checking whether it is working or not. Save all. Okay. And refresh. See now I'm trying to come to the see here it is automatically it is redirecting to the error screen, right? Because of it is working fine. For understanding purpose, before executing this, let me add one console.log, save, and see here. Again refresh. See, I am trying to navigate from customer page. So here you can see here from customer it is automatically redirected to the error screen. So if you go to the console, see here the exception, right? So because of exception is I can see under the this console log section. Okay, now so I wanted to pass the data. So whatever exception I am getting the from the server, I mean from the web server, I wanted to print that message into the error screen. So how I have to print that? So before that, let me cross check with the that model pop-up also. So model pop-up in the sense whatever the model pop-up I'm having, that operations like uh, post operations and put operations. So let me add here, let me add some dummy data to the update customer here. So update customer here, let me add the one entry data. Update customer is equal customer one. So I'm trying to pass the one array here. Okay, passing the one array. Okay, because of this empty, I know this will definitely give the error. Okay, so I should pass the object, but instead of passing the object, I'm passing the array. Okay, so before that, let me modify this request. So then only I can see the get customers component. Now I can see the model pop-up, right? Now, I can see the model pop-up, right? See here now, I'm updating the record. Sorry, I'm trying to update the record, first record. So I'm updating. So you see, I can able to navigate from component screen to the error screen. But what's about my model pop-up? It's not closing, right? Okay. So go to the HTTP uh, create customers dot file. So here, how do we have to handle this kind of a situation? So already I'm having the error section here, but it is not at all printing. So this is not at all taken care by the HTTP interceptor, because of HTTP interceptor is taking care about errors handling right now as per now. So before subscribe method only it is happening there. So once subscribe method is executed, then here what is happening? You can handle the error. So right now what is happening? Right, once this error right now it is handled by HTTP interceptors. Once I'm getting the response from the web server, and it is moreover it is happening before the subscribe method. Okay, now I wanted to close this model pop-up right now. So come here and we know, right, we are having the one more property, that is the complete property for the each and every subscribe method. Okay, so we have to handle by the subscribe method from here. So how to have to handle that? This kind of I wanted to close this model pop-up. How I have to close this model pop-up? So by using the complete operation of the subscribe method, I can do that. Okay, I can't write the complete operation in the interceptor here because of I'm using the RxJS operator, right? So for writing the complete operation in the catch error, that is a tricky, that is very complex. So come here and write the one complete operation here. So complete operation is nothing but it's a kind of a finally block in the, if you say the .NET and Java, right, what is the behavior of the finally block, whether there is a success or failure, any kind of that. So that cursor should be coming to the finally block. The same way here I am doing the complete. Complete also should be executed. That is in case error or not error, success or failure, any kind of that. It should be come and it should be executed. So activate dot model dot close. And here comment this one. So if complete block should be executed here, and moreover error also should be uh, available in this code. You suppose in case if you remove this error block, so complete won't be work out. Okay, please mind that. Now update here. So click clear the entire cache, click and update. So what will happen? It is redirected to the error page, and moreover that also it's closing. Model pop-up is also closing. But you can see I don't have the which kind of error here. I don't know, right, which kind of error this is. So I wanted to see which kind of error that is. Come to interceptor again here. So I need to pass the what is which kind of message that is. Okay. Now come here and pass the message as a query params. Okay. Query params is anyway part of Angular, any part of the router method. Okay. Query params. and I wanted to pass the error dot message. Okay, this message, and which kind of query params this is, I wanted to give the one customization object here for preparing the query params. Let me say that is a message. Okay, I'm passing the query params. Okay, so I mean query params in the sense I am passing this was whatever I am getting the message from the response. So just I'm printing that message and send that message to this router. This router is the error page. Error. I am sending this error message to the error page. Okay. Okay. Now come to again the global errors. So global errors in the sense which one I am taking a, so global error which is useful for to displaying the error message data, right? So come here, and where I have to subscribe, I need to subscribe that query params, right? Once I navigating from customer screen to error screen, I have to I have to subscribe that query params. Then only I can get the message. Okay, so I have to subscribe here. So for subscribing related, I need to add the activate router. Okay, by using the router, you can subscribe the query params. For that, I need to add the activated router. Activated router. So here, dot activate router dot query params dot. So I have already prepared this router related videos. Please watch that. If you have any doubt, you can get the clear idea. Subscribe here. So params here, and right now params are in the this message. Params which can here message how I am writing the message here. I am getting the message from here. Okay, by using the query params, I can get the message. Okay, message. So create one local variable here. Okay, let's say error message, and this error message append this whatever getting the message, right? That message you can append to this message. Okay, I mean assign that message. Okay, now you got it, right? And this error message you can give into the HTML file. We go to the HTML file here. So after that, prepare that message. Let me say that is a bold format and break. Now save all. So now we can get the message also. As for now, I don't have any message, right? Right now I can get the message also. Okay, and refresh that again. Now I'm saving. Now try to update. So I'm updating the record. Update. I'm not getting exception. I'm not. So I can able to pass the data. So what happened? I am passing the object here. So what is the object? Let me see that. What is the object? So here the little modification is I have to prepare this method as this router as a array. Okay. So this is small modification here. So it should be array. So next parameter is in the object. Okay. So that's the reason it is not appended properly here. Error, see here after the error you can see that there is no operator of AND operator, right? So for that. And refresh again. Go to here. Update. See right now I'm having the message. Okay. Message whatever I'm getting the message. So right now I'm having this kind of error. So error, header, message and name. So I'm taking this message and printing this message into the error section. Okay, this message. Okay, now see that you are getting this exception, right? Once you click on the back, you can back to the customer screen. Okay, not only in that, suppose if you wanted to try to give the same exception, if you wanted to apply this exception to the delete operation and update operation, it will work. Okay, so please try that. So in this way we have to handle the exception. So we can do the handle exception, we can do the exception handling by using the, here in this case, in this web application I am doing in the two ways. One is the exception handler service, one more is the by using the interceptor. Okay, so how you can, whatever based on the requirement you can choose any kind of the process. Okay, thank you so much.